When the envelope arrived, my hands trembled. 3 years of silence from my father. 3 years of wondering if he was even alive, and now this. His handwriting, his name. My name written in the same looping R he used when he taught me how to sign my homework. I was ready to tear it open, but my grandfather's voice stopped me. "Wait," he said. I turned to him, confused. His face was pale, unreadable, the kind of stillness only old power can afford. He pointed at the envelope and said quietly, "Can't you see?" I frowned, looked closer, and my heart froze. The ink shimmered, not from light, but from something oily, chemical, invisible ink. I'd seen that texture before, 3 years ago, the day everything started. My father disappeared. The night after the court hearing, when he lost everything to my grandfather. The company, the estate, even the house I grew up in. He'd stood in the rain outside the courthouse, drenched, humiliated. "Your grandfather will never stop until I'm ruined," he'd said. "But you'll learn the truth someday." Then he vanished. No body, no message, just gone. Grandfather said he was unstable. The police said he fled the country. And I believed them. Until today. "Don't touch it," Grandfather warned. "There's a reason he sent it to you." I watched him step back, his cane trembling slightly. For the first time, he looked afraid. He called one of his men to bring gloves, a UV lamp, and a scanner. Who keeps those things in their study unless they're hiding something? As the light swept across the paper, words began to appear, slowly, ghost-like, line by line. Not a letter, a confession. They took everything, but not for long. The money in Zurich belongs to her. I left the codes under the place we first met. Don't trust him. He killed for this. My throat went dry. Him, grandfather. I should have cried or screamed, but I didn't. I just folded the letter, placed it carefully back in the envelope, and looked at him. He met my eyes and smiled faintly. "You shouldn't believe ghosts, my dear." That was his mistake. He thought I was still a child. For months after that, I pretended nothing changed. I studied, smiled, played the obedient granddaughter. But every night I pieced together the puzzle. My father's accounts, the Swiss bank trail, the offshore shell companies, my grandfather's false trusts built on other people's blood. And the deeper I dug, the clearer it became. My father never ran. He was erased. The last CCTV footage of him alive showed him entering the family villa, grandfather's villa. He never walked out. I didn't need more proof. I needed a plan. My revenge began with a smile. I asked grandfather to teach me the business. He was delighted, thinking he'd finally shaped me into his heir. He opened doors, gave me access, let me sign contracts in his name. I memorized everything, every password, every offshore ledger, every secret transaction buried under fake charities. Then I started undoing him, slowly, quietly. The first move was legal, anonymous leaks to financial authorities. The second was psychological. I made sure rumors spread that his mind was failing, dementia, confusion. Board members started whispering. Investors pulled out. By the time he realized someone was moving against him, it was too late. The empire he built on corruption had begun to rot from within. The night it all collapsed, he called me to his study, same place where I'd found the letter. "Tell me it wasn't you," he said. His voice wasn't commanding anymore, just tired. I looked at him, calm. "It was you who taught me never to hesitate when power's at stake." He sank into his chair. His hand trembled around a glass of whiskey. "You think you're avenging him? You're just becoming me." I leaned forward. "No, I'm ending you. I left the final blow for the morning. The authorities raided his properties at dawn. Fraud, embezzlement, tax evasion. His name trended worldwide by noon. The empire fell by sunset. And the next day, I opened my father's letter again. Under the visible lines, faintly burned into the paper by the chemical ink, there was another sentence, one that only appeared after exposure to heat. He buried me under the oak. Take what's yours. The oak behind the villa, where my grandfather always forbade anyone to dig. They found bones there, a wedding ring, and the rest of my father's watch, the one engraved for every second we shared. I didn't cry at the funeral. I didn't need to. The world called me an orphan, but I knew better. I'd simply buried the past. And when I walked out of that estate for the last time, I didn't look back. Because revenge isn't fire. It's silence, cold, patient, and absolute. Just like the ink on that letter, invisible to everyone until the light hits it.